Yo, yo, what's going on today? Welcome back. And I have to be honest, this feels weird, guys. This feels weird. Enzo Maresco, the Chelsea manager, farmer, Chelsea manager, farmer, Leicester City promotion guy, just sat down as a Manchester City manager, as a Pep Guardiola successor. And after 10 years, 10 long, happy years, and about 20 trophies, six in the Premier League, and now it's Enzo Maresco in the hot seat at the Etihad. What time are we really in? And today, his first press conference was about, I thought, yeah, it was yesterday, but I watched the whole thing, man. I watched the whole thing, and I have thoughts because he said some things that City fans are going to love, and he said something that City fans are take it as a massive warning, if you would like to call it. Now let's break it down.
To be honest, I feel, as we said, like back home. I feel very good. The feeling since day one has been brilliant. So happy.
He means it. This is his third spell at Manchester City. EDS manager, EDS manager in 2021, 2022, and Pep's assistants in the trouble year. Who can forget that year? 2022, 23. Ah, what a year that was. What a year that was. He knows the building. He knows Hugo Fiena. But then he immediately goes to Pep and he says this.
First of all, I have to say that it's a privilege because the reason why the club decide to go for me, that means that for me it's a privilege. As you said, I said many times that, as you just said, I consider Pep probably the best coach in the world in the last 20, 25 years. But again, it's a challenge. It's nice. It's a privilege. Also, the history, of the manager with many years in the same club. After always,
He kept repeating that word, privilege and challenge. He literally said also the history of the manager with many years in the same club. Sometimes they struggle a bit. Sir Alex Ferguson, Arsene Wenger, bro, is self-aware. He knows what happened to the. He knows what happened to the likes of Moyes after Fergie, Emery after Wenger. He's not trying to pretend he's bigger than Pep Guardiola. That's smart. If he came in cocky, City fans would literally eat him alive. He also said he won't just copy and paste Pep Guardiola. Well, he didn't say Pep, but he just said he won't copy and paste. And I quote, I'm here to do my job in the way I want. I'm not here to try to copy someone. That's what he said. But he also promised to maintain the style. The idea from the club is to maintain the same style of football. So which is it? My read? My thoughts? It's the same Maresco ball we saw at Leicester, we saw at Chelsea. Position, inverted fullbacks, control. But he admits, he needs to adapt. And he said, set pieces, man to man, that's a little bit the direction where football is going. It's the manager's duty to find a solution. And he's right. It is the manager's duty to find a solution. That we can agree. That we can all agree, right? That's him admitting what killed Pep last year. Arsenal and even Bournemouth were bullying City on set pieces and transitions. Maresco, Maresco saw it and and actually liked that honestly. Okay, now let's move on to the biggest news from this press conference. And who else is the man? For context, Rodri just won the World Cup with Spain, Ballon d'Or, and 30 years old. 1 year left on his contract, and Real Madrid are circling hard, and I mean circling hard. Reports this morning said Jose Mourinho, yes, Real's new manager in this universe, wants him. Maresco was asked directly, and he said this.
Himself, he'll decide his future after the World Cup, which is obviously now finished. So just want to get your understanding of the situation with Rodri. Are you expecting him back? Are you expecting him to play for Manchester City next season? Where are we at with that, please?
Yeah, first of all, we have to say that around big player there are always speculations. So I'm not worried about that. I think it's normal. Also because they won the World Cup. He was the best player or one of the best player. And I think every manager wants to have Rodri because he's a top player. But now, as you said, surgery on, I think, Monday. And he needs holiday, he needs to rest, he needs to recovery. And then he will be back here with us.
And in there, there's two things. You can take two things from that. And the two things that I get from that was, number one, surgery. He confirmed Roger will have minor back surgery on Monday and will miss the start of the Premier League season. That's huge. That explains why City went so big in midfield already. Second thing, he's not letting Roger go. He will be back with us. He shuts down the Real Madrid talk. But also keep this in mind. He said the future will be uncertain for a number of weeks. So the door is not fully closed. If Rodri doesn't extend, this could be his last year, and Maresca knows it. And he also said he's spoken to Pep a lot since getting the job. But that Pep deserved to relax, he said. Love that relationship still. Now that was the big point. Let's move to the juicy part. Let's move to the man they call Jack Grealish, the man that we haven't seen for the best two seasons. Yes, he's still a Manchester City player. Remember, the great, like basically the best, Grealish's best ever season was 2022-2023 when Maresco was Pep's assistant. Then he fell off, loaned to Everton. Last season, had a decent resurgence under Moyes, but he picked up a foot stress fracture. I think that's what it was. I don't remember what it was, but something like that. He picked up an injury, and now he's back at City Football Academy right now. He's back. He's back at the club. Maresco was asked, "Is he part of your plans?" And this
As a regular part of your plans for this season?
Jack at the moment is here. He's Man City player. I always said the same. In any club I join, I like to, if there are players that they belong to the club, it's my duty to try to coach them. Jack at the moment is here. I have a good relation with Jack. Since I left also, we keep in touch. And the reason why is because he has a big heart and he's a very good guy. So this is the reason why. And then we see what's happened.
Can I ask you about Jack Grealish?
Okay, relax. Let me translate that to you. I'm gonna translate that for you. What he means as a coach is, I like him as a person, but I didn't say he's staying. Every report says City still want to move him on. That broke my heart a little because you can tell Maresco genuinely rates him, and he genuinely rates the guy. Same with James Trafford, the keeper. He said he was my keeper, and he said he was my keeper when I was there with the under 23s. I know James very well. When the transfer window is open, anything can happen. That's what he said on James Trafford. This is a manager speaking for, if Leeds offer money, he's gone. That's what it means in translation. With Donnarumma as a number one, Trafford wants to be number one somewhere else. And that's understandable. That is understandable. He also refused to talk about his Chelsea exit. He said he has nothing to add. After Chelsea released their basically angry statement saying he let down the club and disrupted the season. City paid Chelsea what, 17 plus million in compensation to get him. That relationship is done. Finito, man. Khalas is done. Done and dusted. Now, that are basically the coming on. That's the old players that's coming in. What about the outs? The outgoing. The outs are wild too. Bernardo Silva free to Real Madrid. Wow. John Stones left for free. Akanji to Inter for 13 million. Nathan Ake to Fenerbahce for 8.5. That's a lot of experience out the window. Not even the door, out the window. But Maresca said himself in the press conference, there are probably few things to do. We are in the process to do that. And the next one is almost done. The next signing is almost an exciting one. The man from Morocco, the 18-year-old Ayubi Bouari from Lille, and he's also 18 years old. Breakout from broadcast star from the World Cup, from Morocco, yeah, yeah. And the next one is almost done. Ayubi Bouari from Lille, 18 years old, breakout star at the World Cup from Morocco, valued at 85 million around there. Reports say City have agreed personal terms until 2031, and our confidence of closing it. If they get Bouari plus Edison, that midfield is set for the next 10 years. Rodri, Edison, Bouari, Reinders, Foden. Wow. And they still link with Malo Gusto from Chelsea to reunite with Maresca at right back. Also, big one. Phil Foden just signed a new 4-year deal this week. Maresca said he wants to rejuvenate him. This is priority number one, he said. All right, look, I was skeptical. Going from Chelsea, chaos, to replacing the greatest ever. But this press conference, man, he was calm, he was respectful, he was honest about challenges. He says City only had 3 managers in almost 20 years. It shows how serious they are. And as the board told him, they will be patient. He's not trying to be the next Pep. He's not trying to be Pep 2.0. He's trying to be the Maresca at City. The Edison signing is a statement of basically intent physical, Premier League proven. The youth signing showed the long-term project. The long-term project. And if they get Buwari over the line, I mean, wow. Wow. Just wow. My rating for this press conference is 8.5. I will give it 8.5. That's how amazing he was, man. I'm not going to lie. That's how amazing he was. Said all the right things. I didn't throw anyone under the bus. My rating for this window so far is 7 out of 10. Edison is elite, but you lost Bernardo Silva. Stones, Ake, you know the right back and Buwari deal. So, what do you think? Can Maresca handle this job? Is Edison worth 116 million? Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you after the Community Shield versus Arsenal on August the 16th. Come on, City.